Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Andy and this is the May monthly reading for the sign of Aquarius. So welcome. I hope that you guys are doing good. And we're gonna jump right into it. So this is for a Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus as well. So if this doesn't resonate with you, I highly recommend to check out your other placements. And I'm sure that you'll find something there for you, okay? We'll just jump in and we'll kind of see like what can we expect from, I guess, the second half of May, because I am uploading this, it's the 17th today, so we're already halfway through. So let's see what we can expect for the sign of Aquarius for the remainder of May, so in the last 2 weeks of May. As well as this energy could also be already something that you've already experienced in the first 2 weeks of May, or are currently experiencing, okay? So the first card that we have out is the Ten of Cups. So this card is really about the ultimate happiness, the emotional fulfillment, and yeah, this card depicts it in a very well way. It's like a group of friends and close loved ones huddled around a campfire and gazing up at the stars, and just like that, that's just, to me at least, that does sound like a very perfect happy moment where I would be so like in a state of bliss, surrounded by my loved ones underneath the stars and just, sitting by a fire. So it gives that energy. So it feels like already off the bat, feels like you guys are gonna be experiencing maybe, I think, multiple moments of that feeling this month, like multiple moments of like experiencing like lots of bliss this month, I think. This month feels very relaxed, surprisingly. Let's see what else comes up. So we have a Knight of Pentacles in reverse here. So someone not wanting to put in the work or the effort into something, because the Knight of Pentacles is very determined, and it almost feels like uninterested even, because Pentacles energy are very hardworking and like slow and diligent, but it gives the feeling of like, if we're not gonna try to do it, like it's just, if it's not gonna work or it's not gonna work out, I'm just not gonna do it. So it seems very uninterested. So an uninterested energy in something. So some of you guys, and then we have the Six of Swords. So some of you guys are dealing with a situation where it's not that like you're fighting for your happiness, but it's like you're in a good place, or you would like to stay at this good place. You would like to stay in this state of bliss. And maybe you could be dealing with a situation where you're trying to make things work with another person and they're just not really putting in any effort. And I'm seeing, and this could also be you as well. Again, this is Pentacles, so this is Earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. It doesn't have to be any of those signs though. It just could be. But this could also be very well just your energy and the energy that you're in, that you're very uninterested in continuing something with a certain person, or vice versa. But someone seems like they're uninterested and they don't really want to work on it, or they don't really want to pursue it anymore. Like someone seems kind of over it. So it could be you over something or someone, or vice versa towards you. With the Six of Swords, again, that's just double confirmation that we got with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, is that it's uninterested, but this is like we're kind of having to leave things and let go of things, and it's a release. Like this is like an emotional purging, I feel like. And yes, it is swords, so this is air energy, your energy, but it feels like it's like an emotional like release of like emotional baggage. Like it's a release of something, walking away from something, leaving something behind. But honestly, what the Six of Swords really is, it's a card of change. Like you're in transition right now, like you're currently on your way out, or someone's currently on their way out. Something is currently ending. And I feel like it just feels like things are being resolved. Like I feel like in a positive way, because again, we have the Ten of Cups. So we have that happiness. I feel like you're like resolving something or walking away from something, being done, trying to put an effort into something. And it's like like you can breathe again, just because of the way that she is depicted in this deck, which is different from most decks. It's like, oh, I can breathe again. Like you just came up for water. Like you were like swimming up for so long. Like you finally came up for water. We have the Strength card in reverse. So you could be also dealing with a Leo specifically. But again, that's just the energy. So Strength in reverse. So we're gonna need some strength here to, I feel like, maybe walk away from this situation. So you're done, you don't want to put any more effort into it, you want to be happy, you want to settle for your happiness and your bliss, and you want that, and you know you need to change and you need to leave the situation, but you're lacking like the courage to really make that final decision. And I think that this month, we'll see. Yeah, and then we have the King of Wands. So I'm getting, even with the Nine of Pentacles, I even picked up some fire energy. So some of you may be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, or an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. We have the King of Wands here. So this is an energy of, and this could very well be just that maybe you have a King of Wands person in your life. We have the Three of Cups. Look how beautiful this Three of Cups is. It's so cute. And it's such a good depiction. I think it's one of the best depictions I've seen of the Three of Cups. Where it's like, and I was about to say that maybe even some of you, it's not even that this situation is dealing with someone. I mean, it could be. But I think that the King of Wands, and this is just confirmed with the Three of Cups, it gives me more of a feel like you could have someone in your life that's a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, that is very like loyal and trustworthy and helpful. And with the Three of Cups, I feel like you could really depend and rely on this person right now for that strength to help you transition or help you close out this chapter in your life. I know personally that Aquarius gets along really well with Sagittarius. I'm a Sagittarius, so I know this. So you could have a Sag in your life. Again, and I feel like it very well actually could be because both Aquarius and Sag really value honesty. So it could be that there's someone that you can rely on and talk to about this situation to help you kind of transition and tell, you know, I mean, it could be even just for you to vet. And I feel like, honestly, I really feel like it's a Sagittarius. And now I'm like super honing into this because I feel like a Sag would be the perfect person to give you that boost of courage, that boost of confidence or whatever it is, the strength that you need in order to like close out this chapter completely. So again, and it doesn't have to be any of those signs, it doesn't have to be Sagittarius, but I just feel like there's an individual in your life that's like a very powerful, strong, independent person that's like your friend or close in your circle, could be a family member as well, that I feel like right now you could really depend on and use for their support and their like guidance almost. So it's awesome. So we see that there is something that, you know, you're done, you know, you're not interested in, or vice versa, but definitely the situation is fading out, you know, whether it's you or the other person that's not interested anymore, you know, something, there's no more interest there. There's no more draw to the other person, there's no more draw to you, and it's just over, and it's time to walk away. And honestly, now I'm even picking up, and again, this is like, these are messages that, you know, at least 2 or 3 different people are going to watch this video, so I'm picking up on, you know, the energies of multiple different Aquarians. I don't know if that's like the plural of Aquarius, but so just so you know, like, I feel like for some of you it could be that you're the one that's uninterested, and for others of you it could be the other person or the other situation is uninterested in you. But either way, like, if there's a lack of interest, like, it's not gonna go anywhere, right? Because no one, you know, maybe one person is interested in pursuing it further, but if the other person is not, it's a relationship. It has to be interest on both sides in order for it to grow into something. So it just feels like this situation's kind of come to like a dead end because it's like there's no more interest on one person's half, and it could even be both. So these messages, I'm gonna pull 3 cards, and these are messages from your higher self. So this is direct messages from the higher self of Aquarius, giving us a little bit more personal guidance on how or what really to do this month with this energy. Because we want to be happy. We saw that. We want to stay in our state of bliss. Okay. So we have the 2 of Cups in reverse. And again, so yes, that's just for me definitely a big confirmation that this is dealing with a person. 2 of Cups really represents spiritual union, or like a soul contract, a soul tie with another being. So it doesn't necessarily have to be with one specific person. It could be like a situation that you feel really, really tied to, and it could just be that your soul is contracted to deal with this lesson, deal with this situation. But I'm already picking up, and just because of that, I'm feeling that this situation that you're dealing with, if it's with a person, I'm feeling that it's more of a karmic situation, whereas you were supposed to meet this person, you were supposed to go through this situation in order to learn something, and it was really just a lesson. So this person or this situation isn't meant to stay in your life for the long run. So they were here for a little bit, maybe they were here for a while, and you went through a lot with this person or this situation, you dealt with a lot, and it helped you grow a lot, but ultimately it was just for a lesson or lessons to be learned here. And with it being in reverse, it's just, there isn't a connection there. Like, there was a connection there, and like I said, it's because there is a soul contract there, but as far as like love or feelings, it doesn't really feel like it's mutual. And your higher self really wants you to know that. With the Page of Pentacles, we do have that. I feel like this is more so your higher self is telling you. I feel like your higher self is telling you that you have more to offer. Like, you have more to offer the world than just trying to be with this person or trying to stay in this situation. Does that make sense? Because I almost feel like you guys don't want to, I feel like it's you that doesn't want to leave the situation. You don't want to be done with it. And the Page of Pentacles, I feel like it's like, it's your higher self telling you, it's like you have something to offer. You have something of value that you can grow, and you can become, you know, you can become someone that you like look up to. Does that make sense? Like, you have the power to become a very powerful person. Because it seems like, I feel like Aquarius and Sagittarius, this makes sense to me why I feel like I get along really well, is because we like to surround ourselves with like-minded people. And that's the thing, because Aquarius don't like, I feel like Aquarius don't like stupid people. And I put that because I'm just like, you know, who's really stupid and who's not, but I feel like it's just, Aquarius really, and all air signs are kind of like this, but I feel like Aquarius really just like cannot stand, like, they can't stand like small talk, or they can't stand like, and one, because they're not good at small talk, but I feel like they don't like interacting with people or being surrounded by people that are on a lower level than themselves. And I feel like this is very similar to Sag, and I feel like this is why Sag, you get a lot of like, oh, Sag think that they're the best, and this and this and this, and it's just because we don't like to be, you know, everyone is equal in a sense, and that is very true, but it's you want to be surrounded by like-minded people. Like, you want to be surrounded by people that have goals and visions and see the world in a similar way than you do, because not all of us are going to agree. So I just feel like your higher self really wants you to know that you have more to offer, and your journey is really only getting started, because this is a page, right? So there's so much to learn. And that's what I really feel like they're trying to let you know. It's like, there's so much more to learn outside of this connection. There's so much more to learn outside of this situation. Whatever happened, like, you learned all you could, and it's done. Take the lessons and go, because there's so much more to learn. There's so much more to grow. With the Ace of Wands, I'm getting the feeling that your higher self is trying to let you know that I think that if there is an idea, or there is something that you've been wanting to do, something you've been wanting to say, or you've been wanting to move somewhere, you've been wanting to take like action right now, listen to that. Listen to your intuition, trust your intuition, and take action on it, whatever it is. I don't think that it's going to be anything big or flashy or crazy, but I think that maybe it's just planting seeds with the Page of Pentacles. Maybe it's just planting seeds into something. So maybe just, you know, starting to study in something. Maybe thinking about or looking for a place to move, or setting like a plan on how to budget, or anything. It could be literally anything. It doesn't have to do with money. But it feels like it's just something small, but it's like a start. Like, it's a start in the right direction. Take that start, okay? Because I feel like for most of you, you haven't. And if you have already, because like I said, this energy could have already started. We're already midway through May, and this is for the month of May. If you have already started taking action, that's the right thing, okay? Give yourself a pat on the back. Good job for starting whatever it is that you need to start, okay? Or you felt like starting. And those are the messages from your higher self. Last thing that we're going to do to wrap up this reading is we're going to get a message from Spirit. So we're going to get one message from Spirit and kind of see what some advice is. I'm drinking coffee, by the way, which I never drink. But I've been drinking in the past couple days because there's a lot of things I've been needing to get done. Wow. Who got this? Who got this? I want to say it was Sagittarius, but it might have been Capricorn. But they got the same card for the Spirit message, Temptation, which in traditional tarot is the Devil card, right? So let me see what am I picking up? What does Spirit want you to know? Okay, so I literally heard in my left ear, they said, don't fall back into bad habits, or don't fall back into it. Something like that, like don't go back to it. Because with the Six of Swords, we saw we're in a change, we're in a transition period where we're like in the middle of leaving something or ending something or trying to. So right now it's like you could be feeling like a really strong pull or really strong temptational energy to go back to whatever it is that you're trying to leave. Because I don't think you fully like have cut it out or fully have left it yet, because you're in that period of doing that. Be careful, okay? Because I feel like this month, especially with the full moon in Scorpio that's happening tomorrow on the 18th, there is going to be a strong pull to go back to certain things that we were stuck on for a really long time. But I will say that if you don't do any type of a full moon ritual, I would say that this would be the perfect full moon to do it, because this Scorpio energy is so intense. And this is the perfect full moon to like do a full moon release ritual. If you don't know what that is, just YouTube it. There's a ton of tutorials and videos on how to do it. They're really, really simple, and you can modify and do, add your own elements and do whatever it is that you want. But the basics is basically just writing out everything that you want to be released of, everything that you want to let go of on a piece of paper, saying it out loud, meditating on it, asking for your ancestors and your guides to help you and join you in releasing what needs to be released, and then burning that piece of paper in the moonlight, okay? That's kind of like the basics of a full moon ritual release. But again, there's videos on YouTube. You can find all that information. But the message really is to not fall back into those things that you're trying to let go of, okay? So just, if you're watching this, Aquarius, take this as a message directly for you. That you're watching this and you're hearing this right now for a reason. Do not fall back into what feels tempting, okay? This month. If you feel tempted by it and it's something that you're trying to release, say no. Look the other way, turn the other way, don't even entertain it. Because I feel like if you text back, I feel like if you talk back, or like you entertain it in any way, you're gonna get sucked back right in. And that's what you don't want. So I would say just completely ignore it, whatever it is that you're trying to leave from or cut away from, completely ignore it, don't entertain it at all, okay? Alrighty, well I hope that this resonated with you, and I hope that this helped you in any way, shape, or form. If it did, please let me know in the comments below. Give it a big thumbs up, share with your family and friends, and feel free to subscribe too. I haven't even been saying that in my videos. If this did resonate with you and you like the way that I do my readings, please subscribe. That helps me a lot, and I appreciate the support. And that's that on that. I hope that you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.